Helmut Lang is a fashion genius.
I think he has set the mood for so much of menswear.
I think he really addresses that kind of modern simplicity in a perfect way.
He's certainly one of the most influential designers out there. I mean, you see his influence in almost every collection in the world right now.
Wild fan of Helmut Lang.
Welcome back to the channel. I'm Jian. I'm here to bring you guys another Helmut Lang collection video. This is volume 3, so the third year that I've highlighted my Helmut Lang collection. This past year, I've sold some items. I've also added a bunch, so the collection is very much alive. It's, you know, a continuous piece of work, and I have a little over 25 pieces in my collection at the moment, and I am excited to show you guys the full collection and what it looks like at this current time. But before jumping into the collection, I think I would be remiss not to touch on what everybody has on their mind, which is Peter Do at Helmut Lang. I have some notes here, so if you see me glancing at the laptop, that's what's going on. As we all know, Peter Do has released 2 collections now at Helmut Lang, Spring Summer 24 and Fall Winter 24. This is the first time that I'm sharing my opinion on Peter's work at Helmut so far, and it's a bit tricky to really discuss and to critique his work, because I think that there's various ways to judge anyone's work, really. When I consider Peter Do's role at Helmut Lang, I think it's worth noting that this is very much early stages of Peter's tenure at Helmut Lang, and you know, maybe it's going to take some time before he really gets into rhythm and we get to see some more of his vision. So for the purpose of this video, my thoughts, opinions, critiques will revolve around his fit at Helmut Lang and what I like/dislike about some of the looks that he's put together thus far. So first and foremost, on paper, it's a no-brainer that Peter Do seems to be a great fit for Helmut Lang. A lot of shared design languages, shared house codes, that being minimalism, androgyny, functionality, uniform, etc. List goes on. Peter's arrival at Helmut Lang, it's brought a lot of attention and has almost made Helmut relevant again. The brand's been in a lull for the past few years, so it's really cool to see Helmut get so much attention, the current Helmut. So to summarize my thoughts on Peter's first 2 collections at Helmut Lang right off the bat, my thoughts are that Peter's work has been overworked and pretty heavy-handed. When I say overworked, I mean the tailoring, and that was an initial opinion that I had even before seeing any of Peter's work. I think his tailoring's great, but it's a little overworked for the Helmut Lang brand and the Helmut Lang aesthetic. It's great for what it is, but under the scope of Helmut Lang, I don't think it quite fits. And when I mean heavy-handed, I am referring to the plethora of references that you see across the first 2 collections. I can see a lot of homage being paid to Helmut by Peter, and I do wish that it was more of a translation, and instead of being so literal and just direct and in your face. I also think that there are too many Lang references to the point where it's almost a consolidation of Helmut Lang stereotypes, and this does make me raise a few questions. It makes me question Peter's understanding of Helmut Lang and the Helmut Lang language. Playing devil's advocate, one could assume that Theory, which owns Helmut Lang and Uniqlo and whatever else, they have their own agenda, right? Everything needs to sell, so everything it's about increasing sales, revenue, profit. All this to say that there may be a conflict of interest between Peter's vision and what Theory wants, but no one knows for sure, and I digress. Another initial thought that comes to mind when looking at Peter's debut collections is it is very reminiscent of Ralph Calvin Klein, which was also heavy-handed with Helmut Lang references. I also don't love the reworked, reissued pieces that I'm seeing in these first 2 collections. I think it is very lazy. But again, I do understand that things gotta sell. People do love the reiteration, reissued stuff. So moving on, Lang's clothing, it's known to be utilitarian utilitarian, exceptionally well made, using a lot of technical fabrics, and for that reason, I can't quite critique Peter Do's collection in that regard because I haven't seen any of these pieces in person. I've never felt them or anything of that nature. In that area, I think we'll leave just a asterisk or a question mark, a to be determined. And all in all, I think it's cool. Peter Do's at Helmut Lang. I haven't really looked into Peter Do, his work, his label, but I have heard nothing but good things. I'm sure he's a great designer. I'm sure he's more than qualified to sit in this seat as creative director at Helmut Lang. But I must say, candidly, I have not found either Spring Summer 24 or Fall Winter 24 at all to be that great, interesting. I haven't seen any pieces that I would particularly wear. There's been a lot of hype surrounding the collections and the runway shows, but everything has fallen flat in my eyes. At any rate, I do believe there will be more collections to come because the clothes will more than likely sell, and I will continue to keep an eye on Peter's work at Helmut, his vision, and how he develops as a relatively new designer. And yeah, I think that's that for Peter Do at Helmut Lang. Let's just throw in a couple looks that I really, really dislike, and it'll just be like one or two. I think this like hooded, like almost balaclava headwear, I really don't like it. I really don't know where that came from. This is part of Fall Winter 24, so I hope we don't see any more of this because it's quite inappropriate actually. This looks like something Matthew Williams would put out for a leaks. I don't know why this is in the Helmut Lang collection. I think Peter's work so far, it's lacking that effortless it factor. It doesn't have that oomph that Helmut brought when he was at the brand, at the label, and I don't see a lot of cohesiveness throughout the collection either. Yeah, just haven't been a fan, but I think there'll be more to come and hopefully better things to come. But yeah, I think that's that for Peter Do, Helmut Lang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We got footwear 23, eyewear 24, 2 bags 25, 26. Okay, so 26 items in the current collection, and as you see, it goes from t-shirts, long sleeves, lighter outerwear to heavier outerwear to one pair of shorts, bottoms, one pair of footwear, and then we'll end with accessories. So yeah, for the first time in the collection, I actually have a pair of shorts and I actually have some footwear. So really excited to show you guys that. So yeah, let's jump right into it. This is the only piece in the collection from '96. This is, I treasure this polo. It fits amazing. There's no size tag. I do believe it might be like an extra large or something. I have not seen this resurface. I personally don't think any of the Prisoner stuff looks that great, but this is definitely an exception. I haven't worn it at all in 2024, but I wore it a lot in Vancouver, a lot in London. Anyway, beautiful. I hope I can add more like t-shirts and other helmet tops to the collection soon because we're definitely lacking a little bit in that department. Next up, we have this O or Zero Moto Thermal Waffle Knit long sleeve from Autumn Winter 99, and told the story last year. I got this from Luke's NYC out in NYC, and I got it for a crazy steal. I think it's been stretched out a little bit. You can see from the collar, it's definitely wider than I think intended, and I love this thing. It's muted. It looks like just like a white long sleeve, but obviously it's way more than that. The tags have faded. I don't even know what size this thing is. Beautiful, and hopefully I can add another couple of those long sleeves that Helmut has put out. Not going anywhere. Permanent collection. I have a Type 2 denim jacket from Autumn Winter 98. I've always wanted this jacket, and I've always been a huge fan of the Levi's Type 2 denim jacket. I think that's just a fan favorite, really. This is essentially a Type 2 denim jacket with Lang hardware. Features this leather patch opposed to the fabric on a lot of my other tops. I think this wash is very underrated. I think, myself included, when I saw the photos from the seller, I wasn't convinced. I thought the wash was kind of but seeing it in person, very underrated. It's quite a beautiful wash. Love the distressing, and this wash just reminds me of like denim that my parents would wear in the 90s, or most people wore in the 90s. On that note, if anyone has the Type 2 denim jacket, preferably the helmet, but also the Levi's version, if you have it in different material, different wash, different, you know, colors, whatever, let me know. Size 48-50 is good. If you have the iteration without the right pocket, let me know. Need that too. And yeah, just need more of these denim jackets in the collection. So moving on. Another denim jacket, spring summer 03 leather sleeve denim jacket. I should really come up with a different name, just because it's not just the sleeve that has leather, but also the collar and also this like waist opening. Big grail, big grail. Love all of the details, the distressing. I need more of them. I need the white one with the black leather sleeve. I need the white one with the tan leather sleeve. I need the freaking trench coat thing with the leather sleeve. So yeah, size 48-50. If you have them, hit me up. This is never going anywhere. Great for the springtime. There's really nothing else to say. It's just such a gorgeous jacket, really. Next up, I have the MA1 Flight Bomber from Autumn Winter 98 in nylon, size 50. I love this jacket. I love this collar feature. When it's up, it gives off moto vibes, Astro jacket vibes. When it's down, it's more of like a formal vibe, I guess you can say. I think this jacket looks best in nylon. Super comfy, love to wear it. It's never gonna go anywhere. I guess something I will say is this year I hope I can fix the Velcro on the pockets, because I bought it like this and it is really an easy fix, but I've been too lazy. Love the hardware, beautiful jacket. Moving on. Next up, A2 deck jacket from Autumn Winter 97 in leather. So pretty hard to come across. Full disclosure, this is not leaving the collection, so just don't even bother asking to sell it. Story behind this, the seller approached me and wanted to sell this to me, sold it to me for 500 bucks, which is just insane for archival leather jacket. Everything's fully functional. This is GTR. It's really sleek, really sharp. I feel like a badass when I put this thing on. Something I want to take care of this year is maybe treat the leather, because I want to wear this for decades to come. Really gonna emphasize leather care moving forward. But yeah, you can just tell that this is of an insane quality, tailoring, everything. Finally, a new piece, Jen. I know, that's kind of how collections work. Some pieces stay, some pieces go. Not every piece is gonna be a new piece, you know, especially at the pace that I move. Anyway, right here, and let me preface this by saying that a lot of these names are totally made up, apart from the more iconic models, like the Type 2, the MA1, the A2. It's pretty agreed upon and popularly, widely accepted that that is an A2 or that is an MA1, whatever. This, it might be a stretch to some people, but I'm calling it a Type 3 wool trucker jacket. And that's because the pocket details remind me of a Type 3. The hem is not quite a Type 3 cut, so we're calling it a trucker. Let's get into the details. I love that you can't see the bottom of the pocket. It makes you wonder how deep the pocket is, and it really isn't that deep. It's where my finger ends. But It's cool. It is lined. It is GTR. It's a size 50. Did I mention it's from Autumn Winter 97? I love this cuff detailing. I really like this side cargo pocket on the left sleeve. And if anyone knows what these like studs on the back are for, drop a comment because I have no idea what they're for. I got this from an Instagram mutual for an amazing price. This is one of those in-between outerwears. It's not quite warm enough for winter to be like your only jacket, but it's also too warm. Like it's quite, the insulation's pretty good on this thing. It's too warm to be worn in the spring. So I've never seen it before. I didn't expect to find it from this Instagram mutual, but I'm glad I did. Next up is this, I called it Safari Pillow Neck Bondage Cargo Jacket. And that's just me describing all the details. Pillow neck, cargo pocket, bondage straps. People don't like them being called bondage straps, whatever. They have the backpack straps. They have a hood that's stowed away in this pillow neck detail. What I really love about this jacket is definitely the buttons. Like, look at that yellowy, like vanilla off-white. This is just perfect for springtime. You can kind of tell that it's quite thin, but it can be worn in like that 50, 60 degree weather without feeling too hot. So one of the earlier pieces in my collection, I haven't found it in me to sell it, and I don't know why I would. So yeah, permanent collection. Really do enjoy wearing this thing. And next up I have probably the biggest, or one of the biggest grails in my collection, the Autumn Winter 99 M69 flak jacket. This is a beautiful jacket. It's padded. It's got the standing collar. It's got this like pen detail. I like the corset laces on the side. I love the buttons. It's very similar to the previous jacket. Always really enjoy the zippers and other hardware. My only complaint on this jacket is that I wish it had another pocket, another few pockets, because all you see is this one on the outside, and then there's like one other on the inside. This does have the lining, it does have the backpack straps, as seen on Travis Scott, as seen on Jian. All right, next up I have the Goose Down puffer jacket from Autumn Winter 99 in this olive colorway. This is just your standard puffer jacket. It's really simple. It's really well done. Really puffy, really oversized. It has the double zipper, which everyone loves. This is just a really warm, functional, practical jacket, great for the winter time. I do wish that this had the backpack straps. I know that like on some, maybe the women versions, they do have the backpack straps. I haven't seen the backpack straps on the larger sizes, 48, 50. This is a 48. Equivalents to a medium, but it really fits more like an extra large. Yeah, it's really warm. It's really nice. It's definitely between this or the M69 flak that takes the cake for biggest grail in my collection. I have a confession. This is actually the second time recording all of the tops and outerwear. I got to the Astro parka before I realized that I forgot to use the Helmut Lang hanger. So we had to redo everything. So it's just been like a yap session. Anyway. This is the Autumn Winter 99 Astro Parka in ballistic nylon, which is, oh my god, the ballistic nylon is so sick, so freaking sick. It is lined, it has the backpack straps, and it has the leg straps. So this is just a all-time grail. Obviously original fur, if that wasn't clear. I love this detail. It's similar to my MA1. So yeah, it does give it that Astro jacket look, this being an actual Astro jacket. The zippers on the sleeves. Yeah, really warm. I like how long it is. I really like long jackets. They just look so sick. When I put this on, I feel like I'm Liam Gallagher. Give me a pack of cigs, you know? I love that I was able to secure this in black because I think it goes really well with my hair. I think it's just very subdued, and it's just such a badass jacket, really. Super functional. Well, this was a Christmas gift to myself. I never thought I would get it for the price that I paid, which was, and for full transparency, $1,000. Like, who wouldn't for this? This is a piece of fashion history, piece of art, really. That caps it for the outerwear. Moving on to the bottoms and then the accessories. Moving into the bottoms, we're gonna start with shorts. Side note, if anyone has this hanger in black, hit me up, because this one is actually a little damaged, but also I just prefer to have black hangers. I think it's more cohesive since the other hanger for the tops is black. Anyway, these are 3D cargo shorts from spring summer 2000. I got this in a trade with Casey from Coup de Grace. I really love these pockets because they have the zipper on the side, the cargo pockets do, and they have the waist adjustment. They really remind me of my other cargo pants that you'll see later on in this collection, but yeah, I love the little button detail on the back pockets, the waist cinch adjustments, and these are just perfect for spring summer. Next up, I have this dress pant, this trouser from Autumn Winter 03. It's the only like dressier pair of bottoms that I have from Helmut, and these are really sick because of the, I'm gonna call them bondage straps on the right leg, and I just love asymmetrical, you know, there's nothing on the left, but on the right we got something at the ankle and at the knee, and then also on the back it's got that safety belt feature, and it's, to my knowledge, and I've ran this by Endima, there should be another one going this way, but actually I like that it's just all like going down the right side. So, and if you want, you can always remove it and have it go the other way, but super sick. Shout out to Allen's Archive. That's where I got these from. Okay, another piece from spring summer 2000, and yeah, this has that similar zipper detail on the 3D cargo pockets. I should have maybe put some stuff in there so you can see the pockets better, but there's 5 of these like 3D pockets on the front. On the back, we have the weak bondage detail behind the knee. Some people like to put it in the front. I'm pretty sure they belong on the back. Anyway, got the waist adjustments, this like button detail. This is like a nylon, so really interesting only olive pants that I own. And this is, yeah, I wanna say like one of the first 5 items that I ever bought from Helmut Lang, and this has been part of the collection ever since. Not sure if I have more pieces from Autumn Winter 98 or Spring Summer 2000. These are from Spring Summer 2000. Again, maybe I should have put something in the pocket so you could see, but there are 10 pockets on these things. No, 16 pockets, I'm tweaking. So 4, that makes 8. And then we got another 4 and 4, so 16 total. Again, waist adjustments. These have Velcro openings, but then the ones below have the zipper, and this time they're coming from the top instead of from the side. So really cool, really cool. Also, this is a zipper fly opposed to like a button fly, but then you got the hidden button on the top. So these are really cool. There's a black pair, I want to say, floating around grailed, so if you're trying to get like big bro, then knock yourself out. Last of the cargos, we have the Autumn Winter 04 bondage cargos in black. This is like a brushed cotton or something. Iconic, freaking iconic. Oh yeah. I may be in the market to do a trade on these just for a larger size. These are a 32, maybe a 33 or 34. I think I just want like a more relaxed fit on these, but yeah, not looking to sell though, so don't ask it. Not much more else to say about these. Moving on. So these are around the same era as the Autumn Winter 04. I want to say these are 03 per what the seller told me. And these are pretty much the same material, same cut as the bondage cargos. These are almost the exact same pant without any like cargo or bondage or whatever. It's that like same like brushed cotton or whatever. These are a 33, and that's why I've been open to, you know, sizing up a little bit because I like how these fit. It's a black, and I think I first saw Pierce wearing these, buddy of mine. I thought they looked really good, and I think, like, you know, when I wear some of the other outerwear, I want to have like some more simpler pants. So yeah, really comfy, really nice, and got them for so cheap. So who doesn't love a good deal? I'm not gonna lie, these are probably one of my most worn bottoms in the collection. Spring summer 2000, we got the 3D cargo pockets, this time again from the side. Yeah, I think everyone can benefit from having a white pair of bottoms in their wardrobe. Really like these. I really like how they pair with both black outerwear and tops, as well as olive outerwear and tops, as well as blue. I think white, you know, white and black bottoms can be worn with almost anything. These are great. I love wearing them, and can't wait to see these continue to patina. Literally the first item I ever bought from Helmut, and what started the collection. Sound like a broken record. Spring summer 98 painters. Look at this thing. Is it me, or like does the hanger, like, it just hits different with the hanger, right? I mean, look at this thing. Look at the detailing. Look at that pink paint splatter. All different color splatters. You can even see like the distressing, like underneath it was like a darker wash, but you know how Helmut treated the pants, they're just so freaking sick. I think, you know, where the splatters are, so tastefully done. Yes, I'm glazing Helmut, but what do you expect? All right, next up from 04. I'm not quite sure if it's autumn, winter, or spring, summer, but I love these pants. These are probably my favorite pants in the collection right now. I love this wash. I used to be really into raw denim, so this is just like, you know, you can really dress this up. It can come off as very formal. I like wearing like a shorter cut t-shirt so you can see these pocket detailings. Yeah, essentially they're like an extra pocket that was folded over, and it gives it this like a wing almost. They're so sick. Look at the back. Love asymmetrical, you know? We just got just one on the left back pocket. Really comfy because these are actually an elasticated denim, so really comfy, really sick, unaltered obviously, as is all my Helmut bottoms. Yeah, I love this. Love this. Okay, right here I have the autumn winter 99 wax coated denim. Still a decent amount of wax, which you can see, but also a lot has faded off. There's more at the lower half of the leg than there are up here, but that's to be expected. I really like these. I almost sold them, and I probably may sell them just because I bought these because they were kind of close to like the leather pants, but I think I'd rather just have the leather pants. So hopefully I can close in on a pair soon. Yeah, they're beautiful. They give me like Rick vibes, even though Helmut is Rick's predecessor, so, or like the Hedi Dior, like the luster pants vibes with the wax coating, whatever. Yeah, super sick, but you know, if you have the leather pair and it's not severely damaged, hit me up. 32, 33 is good. Autumn winter 97, we got this like painted stripe holster pant. I got this for myself, I think my 24th birthday. They got these holster pockets that go pretty deep right there about. I do really like these, but I am also ready to part way with them or go for a slightly larger size for a more relaxed fit. Yeah, these are really sick, and they're really thick too. They're actually really warm. I think these are cooler than the wool version just because they do have the holster. But it's hard to come across this like denim iteration in larger sizes, so, or when you do come across, people are charging an arm and a leg. What's new? I have a pair of footwear for you guys. So these are, I would say, a boot, really. They have a crepe sole that looks a little disgusting right now. They have fur inside, so insulation's pretty good. Ventilation, not quite. Got these for a really good price. They're really comfy. I love how all the bottoms pair super well with them, and hopefully I get more footwear in the near future. And those are 2000 era. Don't know what year or season exactly, unfortunately. Moving on to bags, I have this leather tote bag. It's almost like a purse. I really like this. I thought it was too small at first, but it's very useful. It can carry a good amount of stuff. This is 90s era. It came with the dust bag, actually. I use it to hold the nicer duffel, which is the Helmut crossbody duffel bag, also in leather, but this is a pebbled leather, so one of my most prized possessions, honestly. I really do love it, and it was actually a little damaged, and I got it fixed when I was out in Korea, so shout out to the tailor shops, or actually it was a cobbler. Last but certainly not least, we have the 90s era, is it 90s? I would say 2000s era titanium shades, and I got these adjusted when I was out in Korea as well, so they were squeezing me. I got a little bit of a big head, and now they fit great and I love them. That is where the collection is at the moment. 2024 volume 3. I had a lot of fun recording this, making this content, sharing my 2 cents about Peter Do at Helmut Lang. If you enjoyed the content, you know, follow me on my socials, comment, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for next year's update. You know, if you have any of the things I'm looking for, if you're interested in any of the things I'm selling, shoot me a message, a DM. I'm pretty responsive, and more content on the way. If this is all you're interested in, then I'll see you guys next year.